Hello everybody, I want to thank you all for letting me come out and talk to you at your meeting. I know you've got a lot of different things to talk about, so I'll try to make what I've got to say pretty short and sweet. So I'm here to talk to you today about 4-H, and I know a lot of y'all have probably at least heard of 4-H and the kids making the bread and entering it at the county fair, or the kids walking their cattle down the roads. You've probably at least heard of it. But what the majority of the country doesn't know is that 4-H actually has one specific branch, and it's actually right here in Austin. It is a nonprofit, and it partners with AmeriCorps. So what that does is it sends different AmeriCorps members every school year into different Title I schools in the Austin area. With that, we focus on natural resources, animal science, youth gardening, and STEM. I'm here to talk to y'all today about the youth gardening branch. And with that branch alone, it goes to 20 different schools. Overall, 4-H capital goes to 35, so 20 out of 35 is a pretty big chunk. Of those 20 schools we go to, we reach about 15 to 20 students at each school. So altogether, we're looking at about an average of 300 kids each school year that just the youth gardening section alone affects and teaches every year. So part of youth gardening, really the biggest part, is that we have garden beds at every school, and we teach them how to grow plants, from seeds to the big bushes of the tomatoes and the green beans and the lettuce. And it's a really cool thing for these kids to get to see, because when they live in the city, most of the time, when we start the school year, I ask them where a carrot comes from or where corn comes from, and they say it comes from their mom or the grocery store, which is absolutely terrifying that most of these kids have no idea where the vegetables that they're eating come from. So youth gardening kind of helps combat that, and it teaches them not only responsibility, because I'm not going to water all those garden beds every year, and neither are the other AmeriCorps members. So they have to get out on their Saturdays and on their Friday nights and really teach them not only how to water, but how to weed the garden, how to take care of it and work together and do teamwork, so that they can get this little seedling to this great big plant that they'll get to eat. However, the problem that we're experiencing is that we don't have enough funding to teach them how to cook what they're growing. So a lot of what they're seeing in growing, they either have to eat raw or they have to take it home, and there's no telling if it actually gets cooked when they get home. So 4-H has come up with a program that we want to fund. It's called Garden to Table. So what this program is going to focus on is taking what they've grown, and only what they've grown, and making a meal out of it, whether that's veggie pizza or like an eggplant parmesan with the zucchini noodles instead of the spaghetti noodles, or just different creative ways for them to get their vegetables, see them cook what they've grown, and like what they're eating. This program we're anticipating is going to cost us about $5,000. That would include the cost of getting the vegetables, maintaining the gardening beds, and then getting the supplies that we can't grow in the gardens, like the salt and the pepper or the garlic. It would include the mixing bowls, the extra days required for the instructors to be there, and it would really kind of help solidify the program altogether. And so I'm asking for y'all to donate whatever you can, whether it's $5 or $100, and you can have kind of good peace of mind that whatever you donate is not going to go to some overarching 4-H fund. We actually have a specific youth gardening account. So whatever you donate is going to go directly to the kids that we serve every day. And it's not like they would only get a small fraction of it and then it would be dispersed evenly. No, it's going to go straight to these kids.